I've got a few Seinfeld episodes that you were an integral part of, and I would like to ask you.
Sure.
Spike Feresten here on the Rich Eisen Show. Everybody, again, check out Spike's Car Radio on the new YouTube channel as well, or wherever you get your podcasts, starting with the Soup Nazi episode.
There's a lot that's been covered about this episode,
I understand
Rich.
It was.
I hope you've got something new here.
No, I just want to know. I mean,
what would you like to know?
Well, there was a Soup Nazi that actually existed, correct, in New York City. But you are not familiar with this. Did you have to be brought up to speed to who this person was, or you were familiar with the Soup
No, I was
Nazi?
very familiar with him. It was when I was writing on Letterman. That's where I got lunch in the winter.
So you are the genesis of the Soup Nazi character?
I am, of the story. I had, in the very first pitch session with Jerry and Larry, the writers who were helping me, Tom Gamble and Max Pross, said, if you make them laugh in this meeting, you're going to know you sold a story. Even though I was on staff, that's what they called it, right? And I pitched 10 ideas, no laughs. And I started getting a little flop sweaty, And Larry said, well, what else is going on in New York? And I said, there's this weird guy who sells soup they call the Soup Nazi, and they start laughing really hard. They go, what do you mean? They go, well, if you don't order the soup right, he takes the soup away and he gives your money back, and he takes the soup away. They go, what? And they go, and everybody in line kind of turns away from you. And they were like, there's your episode. That's your first episode. And most of that episode are little vignettes of what really happened to me in real life. When Elaine says you kind of look like Al Pacino. There was a woman behind me in front of me, actually, who said that to him and didn't get her soup. Said, you kind of look like Al Pacino. And he went, not like the TV character, he went, F you. Get the F out of here. Screamed at her.
So the real Soup Nazi would curse you out and eject you?
Wow. I think is his name, right?
Okay.
Is that the real Soup Nazi? So this guy only opened up in the winter months, in the fall months. He would, in the summer, tour the world looking for new soups to bring to the corner of 55th and 8th.
Hey, he's a professional.
And all he asks is that you order soup the way he wants you to do it. And the writer who brought me in, this guy Dave, he said, look, if you don't do this right, you're going to get yelled at. And I said, look, I know how to order soup, all right? You give the guy money and you get the soup, because not like this. And I'm George in that very first scene with George and Jerry. I got yelled at, and they didn't give me the soup, and they took my money away. They gave me my money back. So that, all of that is kind of real. I always say it's more of a documentary than it is a piece of kind of, written comedy.
That's amazing. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.